time to ground in. Thanks for showing up, inspiring me to show up. Let's go ahead and close our eyes or soften our eyes. And I want to take 3 big breath cycles with you can sigh out, you can kind of even shrug your shoulders and let them go with your exhale. Big breath in, up to the top, and exhale. Again, inhale. At the top, you might even take a tiny little extra inhale. And let it go. One more big clearing breath, inhale. Into the back body, breathe, and good. A little clearing. Let's soften the breath into a natural rhythm that is sustainable for you. Slowly lengthening the exhales if it's okay. If you'd like to count, maybe counting 4 inhale, 3, 4, 5, 6 exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe you don't like to count and you just want to breathe and feel it. I know when I focus too much on the breath, I lose breath or start to feel like I can't keep up with the breath cycles with counting. Filling into the expansion with your inhales and the exhale softening into right here, right now. Standing in your middle back. Can you breathe? Eyes closed or gently open them, bringing the hands to the heart. Taking a moment of intention for your practice today. Let your arms come down. We're going to let the chin come in and draw the head downward. Just breathing into the back of the neck a little bit. Relax your shoulders. We're not pulling on the head. We're just kind of letting gravity work a bit. The chin draws in so that the front of the neck offers support for the back of the neck. Just like forward folds, the core supports the back. It feels good to move your head just slightly side to side. Keeping your eyes soft, keeping your jaw soft. There's a place that feels good towards the side to hold your head for a moment. Take a breath. Exhale down through center to the other side. Enjoy a breath. Let it go. Bringing the head back up through center and blink open the eyes. And move your wrists, move your hands. Stretch out the fingers. And roll the shoulders. Relax the shoulders. Take your arms to stretch them out and up. Reach up to the top. Oh, exhale, bring the arms down, all the way down. Good. Take your right hand to the left front of the shoulder, the pecs, area that connects the arm and the shoulder into the ribs, the collarbone, and the sternum here. So we think about this like broad sort of band across to the sternum. If you like to knock out, tap, whatever feels good for you. Giving, like I think of like like tenderizing meat. That's kind of gross thing to say, but this area is very tight. It tends to be tight on people, especially computers, phones, even very active gardening, things like this. A lot of things are in front of us, right? Life generally happens in front of us. So this is the area that holds the arms forward, contracts the arms in, and is the opposing muscle working together with the space between the shoulder blades. Tends to be quite tight feeling as well. Release that out. Other side. Muscles tend to feel tight when they are overly contracted or when they are overly lengthened. If one is overly tightened, there's somewhere that's overly lengthened. A beautiful system working together, incredible bodies, incredible. Good, let that go. Take your hands across and just give like little, you can do one at a time. If you do both at the same time, you can feel them kind of like contract underneath the hands probably. And let it go. Stretch up, big stretch. Push out, hold out, side to side. Little bend of the elbows maybe to help support the tops of the shoulders and the neck. Stretch out the fingers. Stretch open the palms. A little tiny bend in the elbow helps to recruit all of these other supporting muscles so that this part at the top of the shoulders doesn't have to do it all. It's like, I do it all. Push out, bend the elbows a little bit. Push out, bend the elbows a little bit. Push out, and let it go. Arms all the way down. Bring your hands to the legs, cat-cow. Just opening up the spine, giving strength to all the muscles supporting the back. Warming up the core muscles to move us, to hold us. Back up, one big stretch, and we'll take a nice forward fold. Walking the hands forward to whatever feels good for you. Walk the hands back, up. Change your leg position if you like to, if they're crossed. Cat cows. Round back into your cat pose. Try like drawing one shoulder forward, one shoulder back, kind of getting into this like side to side sensation and a little space. So I'm not leaning it like as far back as possible. Just feel it out. Giving some little bit of motion around the shoulder blades. Let that go, stretch up. Interlace the fingers at the top, press up. Exhale, round your hands forward, round your back, press forward. Easy, let it go. Release your arms. Take your hands, give yourself a big hug across your body. Wherever they land, maybe you can crawl them in a little further. If your head wants to come down, bring it down. If it wants to move side to side, let it move. And easy, slide the hands down, let it go. We're going to take one big forward fold again, stretch up, forward fold. Okay, walk your hands back up. We'll go ahead and come out of our seat into a table. Bring the knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. Roll through some cat cows here. To table, take your right hand, rotate it towards you, fingers towards you, spread out the fingers. I'm not bringing my wrist all the way down. I'm just kind of like giving a little stretch this way, leaning back maybe. Just take care of yourself, minimal effort, soft jaw, soft eyes. If you find yourself holding your breath during your practice, soften out a little bit. Return to your breath, change hands. Rotating my fingers towards me, spreading out the fingers, back, moving forward, kind of getting into this space. And let that go. Take your hips up, hands forward into down dog, downward facing dog, tuck under your toes, lift up your hips, stretch it out, lift your hips to the sky. Be here and breathe. Please take care of yourself in your practice. Do what's right for you. It could be something totally different than what I'm doing. It could be just, take it as a suggestion. Pedal out your feet. Spread out the fingers, press into all parts of the hands and try to lighten up your wrists a little bit. Lift up through the shoulders. Lift up through the tailbone. Take your time coming forward. Bend into your knees and rise up. Front body lifts you up. You might stretch your arms up to the sky. I'm going to adjust my camera. You can take your arms to your sides in your mountain pose. Roll forward and back on your feet. Roll side to side on your feet. You can roll your arms in and out. Just kind of get into your standing body. Here you are. You're so awesome. This kind of motion helps to check in with how the front of the shoulders interacts with the back, upper back, coming down into the middle of the spine. So I can really feel into how this is an opposite action. Good. Find your stillness. Feel your feet on the ground. A little bit of softness in your knees. A little bit of freeness in your tailbone. Length through your spine. Open through your palms. Open through your chest. Stretch your arms up. Come into a nice forward fold. Bend the knees. Pelvis tips over the legs, all the way down, top of the head down. You might need a little extra space between your knees, walking your feet out. If the knees open out side to side, give more space with the feet. Lift, lengthen out your spine, lengthen out your legs. I love blocks for this. And step back into your plank pose. Plank now the knees up or down. Intentionally soft through the eyes, intentionally soft through the jaw. Chin draws in a little bit. Lower all the way down. If your knees aren't down yet, draw them down. Hug your elbows towards your sides and lower down. Little cobras. We'll take six cobras. Inhale lifts up your heart. Exhale lowers the heart. Try to keep the effort in your hands very minimal. Lots of strength in the back. Low belly strength, lifting up and lowering down. One more. Bring your forearms down with the hands. So the hands could be in towards each other. They might be forward. Your shoulders will tell you what's right for you. They're working towards forward. Take your knee plank on the forearms. So it's not that big of a lift up, but it is plenty of work. Lower down, rolling down. Maybe it's a full plank with the forearms, lifting up the knees. Again, here you are. Lower down, all the way down. Bring your hands under the shoulders, push up to down dog. All the way forward. Take a half lift, lengthen out your legs, lengthen out the spine, hold into that space, let it go, head down. On your way up, imagine your core strength being like in the feet, being in the front of the legs, the quads, in the abdomen, rising up from the legs all the way up. You might stretch up, relax your arms to your sides. Stretch up again, big breath, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, step back to plank pose. Hold it, knees up or down. Activate your hands like they're moving in towards each other. Towards the thumbs. Exhale, knees down, lower down. Hug the elbows to the sides. Cobra one time. Lower all the way down, coming back to the forearms. As the knee plank or as a full plank. Take care of yourself. Draw your chin in, keep your jaw soft. Breath smooth. Exhale, come all the way down. Lift up to down dog. Come all the way forward. Halfway lift. Give that length. Exhale. Forward fold. Good time, let go of your neck. Rise up. Arms to the sides. We're going to step the right foot back into crescent lunge. Step it back. Find your crescent lunge, back heel is lifting, hips are level. Arms can be up, arms could be at the sides for more balance support. Arms could be in offering arms at the sides with the palms open. You can play with having the hands closer together overhead or open more. Holding intention for your practice. Refining your practice for yourself. Step forward, release the arms to the sides. And take the other leg back. Left leg back. Woo. Find your balance. There we are. Standing in your crescent lunge. The back heel is lifting up. The back foot is facing forward. Step forward. Big stretch up, forward fold. halfway lift, step into plank and come through chaturanga. If that's a cobra or an up dog, if it's a full plank, until the elbows touch to the sides, rolling or untucking the toes. We're all going to come to down dog. Take your left leg up to the side, 3-leg dog. Level out your hips, be here. Lift the leg. Be here. And we're going to step that foot forward, however gets there. Remember, you can bring your knees down, take your foot forward, and come up, crescent lunge. Okay, we're just going to be shifting the back foot. So I'm going to bring my hands back down, very strong in this front leg. Take the back foot, lift it up a little bit, and place it into warrior one. Use your deep core strength all the way up into warrior one. So now the back foot is angled out to about 45 degrees. Okay, same thing, but we're shifting it back. All right, hands down, strong front leg, strong core that rounds your hands to the ground. Lift up your back foot a little bit. Change the angle so the toes come down. Rise back up, crescent lunge. Ooh, you feel that deep core strength in your front leg. Fine, I do. Good, we're gonna bring the hands down and take the front foot all the way back again here. Coming into a little knee plank. Go ahead and bring the knees down. Right forearm down. Core strength shifts you. Left forearm down. Take the hips up into dolphin pose. So it's like down dog, but the forearms are down. And you're walking your toes up towards your elbows, really. Not that far, obviously. While just where it feels okay. Walk your feet back out. Take your time. And then lower the knees, roll down. Take the pillow out of your hands. Bend your knees, rock your feet side to side. Move your ankles if that feels good. You'll have a moment of an up dog. So go ahead and bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Push up to a knee plank. Bring the tops of the feet down. Open up your chest, open up the collarbones, slight bend of the elbows back, and lift up your knees. Low belly in. Feet on the ground, hands on the ground. Open chest. Tuck your toes, lift up your hips to your down dog. Good. Your right leg up. Hold it up. Breathe. Exhale, bring your foot forward. We're gonna come up into crescent lunge. We're gonna transition into our warrior one by bringing the hands down, using our core strength in the quads, in the abdomen, bringing the hands down, lift the back foot into warrior one. Usually a good placement is where the toes were, the heel is now. So it's a little bit closer. Sink in. Always adjust as needed. Scan through your body. Maybe soften your hands. Soften your eyebrow. Soften your jaw. Just checking in. Good. Same thing, bring the hands down. Back foot comes back to crescent lunge. Lift it up. Bring the toes down. Rise up. Hands down. Step back into your plank. Coming to our forearms. Left forearm. You can do this with the knees down or with the legs extended. Right forearm. Lift the hips, dolphin pose. Walk the feet back out. Draw the knees down and roll down. Bend the knees, rock the feet side to side. Take your restful moments for all you can. Really relax your heart. Good. Push up to down dog, hands under the shoulders. Lift the hips. Good job. Come all the way forward. Take your time rising up. Roll the shoulders around. Maybe rock a little side, what do we call this? Like the little windmill, the arms. Letting them feel free. Awesome. Let's step out wide onto the mat. Parallel the outsides of the feet. Coming into your wide forward fold. And lift up and fold. Settle into your breath. Settle into your wide forward fold. Try to let go of your head. Might roll your shoulder blades, roll your shoulders. So I create a little bit like a halfway lift and then just like roll it around. Bend into the knees and come up. When I bend my knees, I angle my feet out a little bit. Coming up. Open out the left leg so my toes are angled out. About 90 degrees for the back foot. Find a little bit like a little toes forward, just a tiny bit. Match your toes to your knees. The knees are the boss. Warrior 2. Strong arms. Active arms. Reach forward, gather it up, and give it out overhead. Reverse warrior. Lengthening through your front side body, backhand can support you down the back leg. Side angle, stretch out. The other side, prop up your arm against the leg, stretch open. Rotate the heart up, breathe. Again, reverse warrior. So I'm gonna take this hand, I'm gonna bend my elbow to my side and then swoop this arm up. Up and over. Good, side angle. Front leg, having its experience here. And let that go, come up into triangle. Let it go. Bend the knee, come out. Rotate into your wide forward fold. Give yourself a little space. Let the head come down. Maybe you walk the hands out side to side. Time coming back up through center. To the right. Set up your feet. Warrior 2. I don't know about you. Every person's experience is different. Every body is different. Side to side is different. My left leg can handle being bent like this a lot better than my right leg. My right leg has more of a time limit. It's interesting just to notice side to side how your experience can be different. Reversing warrior, stretch forward. I like to just kind of swoop my hand down, swoop it down, like I'm gathering from the earth and giving it up like a rainbow overhead. Keep breathing. Side angle, stretch open, rubbing the arm and the leg together, pressing them into center. Reverse warrior again. This is a lot of shifting in the pelvis, just holding appreciation for what it can do, lifting up and over. Into side angle. Coming up to a triangle. Let it go. Bend the knee, rise up, rotate the foot. Take a moment to do what feels good in your own wide forward fold. If it's a twist, if it's a reach, if it's bending your knees one at a time, or both together. Do what feels good. Give it one more breath. Awesome. Let's take our time rising up. And knees come up. Heel toe the feet together. Shake it all out. You can like shake out one leg, shake the ankle. Good. All right, let's just do a standing quad stretch today. I always want to give love to the quads. They do so much. You might use a wall, a couch, furniture, whatever you need for support for yourself. Change out sides. Stand onto the left leg. Come to tree pose with the right leg. You could do tree. You could do standing figure 4, or you can do any other standing balancing pose that you like. Let it be your expression. Tension with your hands. Ease out as you went in. First out. Standing onto the other leg. When you change sides, please just take a moment, take a breath, let go of what has happened in any way that it did, and coming from a place of like rebalance. Changing sides, do what feels good for you. So, okay, let's come to the front of the mat. We're gonna settle it down. Bring it to a nice big forward fold. Bring the knees down. We're gonna come to do thread the needle first before we come into child's pose. Giving space, stretch the left arm up to the sky, nice twist here. Open the pecs, draw the top shoulder blade towards the spine and thread it through opposite Opposite action there. Press your bottom arm down. Easy, come out the same way you went in, open up to the sky. Change. Open up, take this moment of intention, lifting, draw the shoulder blade towards the sky, and thread through. The hips stay relatively level where they're at. The feet stay relatively still where they're at. If the body is trying to shift a lot, give softness, but keep in mind your alignment. Open up to the sky, coming out, and we'll let it go into our child's pose. Child's pose can be done with the arms forward. With the arms forward, but the hands together behind the back, behind the neck. With the arms at the sides, embryo pose. Really nice opportunity to let go of the shoulders all together. The knees could be together, the knees could be open. Your child's pose, give yourself a big breath and a big sigh out. You do it one more time. And make your way up to your seat. We're going to come up to any comfortable seat. You can do a little side stretch before we lay down. I tend to do this more crisscross. It's feasible that butterfly would feel good for it. So starting with my right hand down, I'm going to lift up my spine, gather it up, and side stretch. Remember, I'm not crunching down, I'm lengthening and lifting. Little bend of the elbow. Try to make it smooth, coming out to the other side. Back up to the other side again. Back to the first, or to the second side. And let's just go one more time. I'm taking this hand down. This one I'm going to come across my body and go up. And one more time. Remember to breathe. And just softly let that go. Let's take the left leg out to the side 45 degrees. Lift up the heart to the leg. Chin comes in a little bit. Forward fold through the top of your head. Reaching over the leg. Up. Changing legs. You can do this with your legs just out, but it definitely will help give yourself more space to have the other foot in. Something to play with. Holding over the other leg. Done. It's okay. We're gonna come down and give some space for twisting and figure fours. So let's go ahead and come all the way to our backs. Tuck your knees, rock side to side, just adjusting to being on your back. Let your back of your heart settle down, settle in. Stretch your arms and your legs up. Move your wrists and your ankles. In and out, up and down. Circles. Bring your feet down. Stretch your left leg up, cross it for figure four. I really like my figure four done with my foot drawing closer towards my hip than to my knee, and you can play with where it feels good for you. Relaxing into your back body if you can. Feeling into the sensations in the hip and the side of the leg. Easy come out of this side to the other side. Easy come in. And let's take some time for twisting. We'll start with shifting the hips over to the right. Take your left leg all the way down onto the mat. And take your right leg all the way over to the side. You can have this leg outstretched or the knee bent. These lower twists affect more through the, sometimes through the IT band if your leg is extended and the foot is, like check the angle of your foot to feel out the line. I would say for sensitive SI joints, lower twists need extra care. You may even say, I know that's not for me. The opposite arm is outstretched to the side, grounding through the arm and the shoulder. Easy roll out. Coming to recenter. Shift the hips to the left. Right leg out onto the mat. Left leg over. On out to center. Option for daydreamer pose, having the knees together and the feet wide, about as wide as the mat. Or butterfly, the knees open, put the feet together. Open and butterfly. You can use your hands to even support them coming back up. We'll all shift the hips over to the right. This time drawing the knees up and to the left. If you like to use your forearm hugging the legs up, might just let them slide out to the side. Again, your legs could be kind of like lengthening out or bent. Tee out the arms. Rounding through the shoulders. Big breath. Easy, come out. Shifting to neutral. So the hips recenter. Feel your spine aligned. And we'll shift to the other side. Hips to the left, legs to the right. Center yourself and take a moment doing anything that feels good. Any last poses, movements, stretches. Getting yourself set up into a position for Shavasana when you're ready. When you're ready to take your Shavasana, settle in. Feel your breath.